Okay. All right, so we're live on YouTube, and I can just toggle on Twitch. I mean Twitter, and once that picks it up, I can like create broadcast. I can do just copy the stuff from here, paste it, category, technology, the source, OBS Studio, audience is public, chat, everyone. I don't think I have anything to do with every other stuff. Content restrictions. No. Oh, okay. I can kind of like send this over to as well. So we should be live on. We should be live on Twitter. Also on LinkedIn. I want to spin up something for LinkedIn as well. I think I have LinkedIn done. Oh, it's failing to connect to LinkedIn. Modify. So why is it failing to connect to LinkedIn? I think because of I need to connect this stuff again. So I'm gonna pick US West, US not East, US Southeast. I think Europe West might be good. Get URL. Then I can copy this. In fact, I should not be showing you guys this stuff, but think right now, let's just go on with it. But don't want to show this on stream. I'm sure of that. Okay. Now I can start, and then we should be live on YouTube as well. I mean live on LinkedIn. So they should pick it up. In a moment now, we should see this pop up. Let me fill in all this stuff. Why this happens. I should not be showing these guys. Okay. All right, so we have a signal on LinkedIn. Just gonna wait for it to like a little bit. If okay, so I think it's good. It's not that great signal, but I'm just gonna leave it. And then for YouTube, I think I have like some pretty stuff right now, yeah. And I can just copy that, paste it right here. I don't want you to see the stream. x402 protocol is an open source. Started with me. Where's the next explainer for that? Explainer. Yeah. Alright, so I'm just gonna try to tag where did I send it for that? So check out my recent post. Anyway, let's study. Anyway, this live is to study and build a sample project. Sample project. Wait. Oh my god. The protocol. Let's build. And then I can take this out. Let's check out my recent post. So check that. So check out my recent post. For that. So check out my recent post. All right, so this is good. I can go live right now with this. It just looks terrible, honestly. It just looks really bad. Don't know why that is anyways, but like okay. Light. Study me.
You love her that much?
Study. Okay. Studying okay, I think this is just good. can go live right now, I think. All right, so we're live. Good. I don't need this to be playing just stuff, and I can't pause it, so just leave it by that there beside there. I'm also live on YouTube, Twitter. I think so. Let me make a post about that. Okay. You just want to like explore it more, and this is so tiny, like super tiny. Just setting up a couple stuff. I'm probably gonna make timestamps so that we can studying or anything for that. Yeah, check on my head, but this live is to study and be the operator of the protocol. It's a giant. Okay, so this is good. So I'm still like the character is too long. I need to figure out what to chop off. Chop. Yeah, think I can like take out that for now. Gonna give me so much room to do stuff. So tiny, the space, man. So tiny to say. This live. Anyway, this live is to study and this upgrade with the protocol. Thanks for joining. All right, post, and that should do it. So I think I'm live on YouTube, I'm live on Twitter, I'm live on LinkedIn, and it's all beautiful. Cool. Good. Now the chat should work. I think the chat should work. So if you go to YouTube, you should be able to chat and actually be able to see that on screen, as well as on LinkedIn, as well as on what's it called, on Twitter as well. Yeah, the Twitter one is the one I'm like not sure about. Sign in. Yeah. I did a lot of work to get like the sign in, the chat stuff working. So if you go on YouTube, you'll be able to chat with me, and then also if you go on Twitter, and I'm just trying to sign into that again. Of course, I'm not going to show you this one because this one is like delicate, you know. I will. Okay, just signed in. I'm signed in right now. Okay. I think I should, what's it called? Close this when I was signing in. Good. I'll close it. Next is how do I use it? Okay, we uploaded the chat from X. Ayo. Test. Test. And okay, the chat is working on Twitter. Also, the chat should be working on LinkedIn. So I'm just gonna test that right now. Let me test it on LinkedIn as well. Test. Man, LinkedIn is really terrible. terrible. It's looking terrible. LinkedIn. But all in all, I think we got good. Okay, LinkedIn isn't working for the chat, so I have to figure out how to fix that. I don't know how to fix that. I don't know how to fix that. How do I fix it? How do I fix it? How do I fix it? Okay, so join there. What yours? Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna post something right now, but don't worry about it. I just saw something I needed to pay attention to. Okay. So I don't know why the chat from LinkedIn isn't working, so I guess I'll have to continue without it. Anyways, let me see if I can edit URL, and then I can paste the LinkedIn from the video to it. If that's gonna like make it work. So we're gonna get started very soon. I want to make sure like the chat is working and everything is good. But I'm happy that the one from X is working. So okay, right, good. All right, so now the next is to test the YouTube. Hey, yeah, that should work. Oh my god, that's not working really. Oh my god, that's not working. It should work now. Testing again, and boom, we have it working. So LinkedIn is the only faulty one. I'm gonna make sure I kind of find out how to fix that. But the truth about most of this stuff is to fix it, you kind of need to be testing it live. I don't know. It's difficult to fix without actually being live. So all right. So once we've gotten that to right now, let's get into actually what we want to do today. So you can drop your comment on X. You can drop it on LinkedIn as well, and I should be able to kind of like see it. I should be able to see it, I guess. So I'm just gonna close this. I have like a ads open. I have this chat list open. I'm gonna clear everything. All right, so I can just clear everything from here. Clear all. So we have a clean slide. We can work with it. So if you chat, I should be able to see it, and if you like drop a message, I should be able to see it. All right. So what we're doing today is okay. All right. So we're looking at x402 protocol. This is what we're looking at. These are focus for today. This is our focus for today, and I released like an explainer a while back. Let me see if I can pull that up right here. I guess it's gonna really help. 402 protocol. Yeah, where you are? Okay, good. Found it. Good. Okay, so yeah, just right there. Okay, so like I kind of like released this stuff last a while back, the x402 protocol stuff. So we can look at a quick explainer before we get into it, and then I can find like a way to build something with it. So the goal of this video is to learn about the x402 protocol more, get to like know it and see how I can build something. I'm kind of preparing for a conference topic. I'm preparing for a talk, and I want to like learn how to use it, build it, and then I can use that for conference, submit that to conferences and also like workshops, right? So doing a bit of DevRel stuff here. So if you're joining, that's why we got this going. And I should probably get more active songs going on, because like this is dead. Me and the devil. Me and the devil slowed. Are we good? Me and the devil. Okay, that's gonna last about 3 minutes. Let's get on. So what's the x402 protocol? And that's the play with that. So I have this explainer on my YouTube. Sorry, it's on my Discord. No, not my Discord. It's on my Twitter and LinkedIn as well. And I kind of have like a blog where I post it. So if you go to koa.ashnode.dev, you should find the articles that I post about the explainers there. Just gonna like pull that up real quick. Oh, I probably shouldn't play these songs because like copyright might ban my YouTube video. Yeah, copyright might ban your YouTube video, so I bet I don't play it. I should just like do it raw. Library. Oh my god. I think it's just best to go without audio. Last time I tried to use audio for my stream, I got banned. I got a content strike or copyright strike. I think that's what it's called. I did not even know what's called until last time I tried streaming, and I added like lo-fi in the background. And the next thing, I was slammed with a copyright strike. The video did not see the light of day because of that. So sad. I'm not happy, but it's what it is. So I'm not gonna play music for you guys because of that reason. I'm just gonna be listening to the music alone to myself, and that's gonna help me like stay energetic. But just to avoid them banning the live stream, you guys won't hear any of the music I'm playing. It's gonna be like just beer. Okay, so I was saying that if you want to find like this stuff, you can check it out on my Ashnode blog. I have like a couple things here, and this one is x402 protocol. I basically just post the article, the images as like the slide itself, so you can look at it. Its high quality, is really sharp, and you can use it from here. Right, so that's it. In case you want to see this again, just check it out here, but I'm gonna stick to this. All right, so what's the x402 protocol? And I use the example of a lemonade stand right here. So imagine that you want to buy a lemonade and you go to the stand, you pull out your cash or card and you pay for it. Now imagine that you want to send a robot, like you want to send like your AI agent, or like you just bought one of Elon Musk figures, and you said, oh, you know what, go buy me this lemonade. That bot needs to pay the lemon guy, right? How do robots pay for stuff? You could say it's what this is looking like a problem that we don't have, right? But if you think about like the AI agent era, we are moving into the point where we have several. Oh, I think I should just share the link. I just kind of like um I just shared on X as well. Show live. Just post it so you guys can see it. I'm just gonna post it right here. X402 explainer. Just gonna post it right here so you guys can see it. And I'm gonna close this because I don't need it. But I'm gonna try to do it on YouTube as well. Then I'm gonna try to do it on LinkedIn as well. Okay, good. So now you guys can find that if you need it. Okay, back to X402 protocol. So now you're giving your AI agent, you're giving your AI agent a task, which is to go buy you stuff, and they need to pay the lemon guy. So how do agents pay for stuff? They don't own accounts. They can't do anything without permission, which brings us back to they need you, and credit cards and stuff might not actually work in this place because credit cards tied to your identity, they tie to the person. And are you saying you're going to give your identity to the bot for the period of time that they are going to perform those tasks for you? Well, you can do that, or you can do something that X402 is proposing. So Robert needs a way to pay, right? They need a way to pay directly and fast and automatically. And X402 brings that functionality back for the internet. And it gives your apps and website, even AI agents, a way to pay each other directly over the same protocol that we use for the internet. And every time I say protocol, it's not a big word, really. It just means that it's an agreement. It's a standard. We've thought about how to do something, and this is the way we are going to do it now. So it becomes a protocol, right? So because like when someone say the protocol for the building right here, the protocol here is we don't let people wear their shoes into the building. That's a protocol. It's a guide. Same way the internet has a protocol, which means that everybody that is going to do something on the internet needs to do the thing in this particular way, so that every other person can, when I expect this is what you got to ask for, so I can send you this. If you ask for this, I know that this is what you're asking for. So it's a common language. So think of our protocol the way we have languages. So that's what it is. So HTTP is a language, not a programming language, or like a sort of communication language, and hypertext transfer protocol for the web. So the X402 is not doing something new. It's just using one of the agreements, but it's not something that we've always used. So now let's talk about you. Every time you read an article, you call an API or grab a file online, you usually have to sign up, type in your card, and maybe subscribe. Doing that again and again is repetitive and frustrating. But with X402, all that friction disappears. You just need a tiny payment in stable coins. And yeah, this part is sometimes started slightly, but it's kind of important. And you get to what you need. So without pulling out your credit card, without when you want to any of the check out any SaaS today, you see Stripe or you see Polar recently, right? And they ask you to enter your credit card and stuff. Maybe you don't need to do that. Maybe you just need to you already have like an address connected, and they just make those requests without knowing who you are, as long as you're the one making it, or you can tell your agent to do that on API. X402 enables that. So how does it actually work? And I think that's the most important part, like of the discourses. Before we go to how does it work, we need to talk about the players involved, and there are two major players. There's you trying to get the products, trying to get the service, trying to get the access to the thing, and there's the seller, who is the person owning the thing, having the resource, having the value for you to access. So for sellers, you they will charge you for those things you want to access, and they're going to do that with the X402 so that they can get paid automatically. They don't have to create an account anywhere. They don't have to do anything. They just like, it's a protocol, right? It's a standard, and it's redefining some very interesting things. Then the buyers, you getting the service, you need to also use the protocol to make the payment, and also use the protocol to understand what the payment looks like, how much do you need to pay to access the thing. So right, so we're going to take a look at that. So how does that work? So you, the buyer, asks for something. If the thing costs money, the server, who is the person that is going to give you the stuff, is going to send you a note saying, oh, this stuff you're trying to access requires payment, and then it's going to tell you what you need to pay. Then you want to go ahead with it. If it's in your budget or whatever those conditions are, you check and you send the payment to the person, because you already know how much it costs, and you already know that it requires payments. You already know a couple of things because of the details you got. Now the payment gets checked and confirmed by the person that is like they call the thing facilitator. So once you make the payment, a facilitator, which is more like a factory worker, the factory manager, kind of checks, oh, this person says payment, this person says they've paid, did the actually payment get through? Boom, good. And once the facilitator validated, the server can give you access to whatever you need to get access to, right? Imagine this flow that's happening on the server is happening between the server and the client, and everybody's talking. There's no signing. Did you send any signing right? No signing in. Did you send any credit card filling right here? No signing, no credit card, right? So this is the beauty of like X402, and this is like the proposal. And I added a little bit of like fun fact. You know, when you say 200 for developers, you know this system is successful. It comes in green. Once you see 404, it means not found. And even if you're not a developer, you probably have seen 404. Trying to access something and you can find it. It says 404 error may not found. Would you believe that 402, it means that that thing you're trying to access costs money? So that's like where the X402 comes in. Like I said, it's a language, and there are things that have been determined over time to mean something. So if I say go, over time go means you take your body or your matter and translate that to somewhere else, right? So that's something that it's that's been like decided over time. All right, so if you want to go deeper and look into this, you can check this out, or you can go to X402 protocol, x402.org, I think. Links. A good place to check is X402. Let me check X402.org. I'm gonna copy that. Right. Take this out. I don't think I need. Why is it copying with the? Oh shit. Oh shit. I want to get back to that, but like, please let me just edit you. All right, so we need to check this guy out, x402.org, and it's like one of the most useful resource right now for this, right? x402.org. This is where you need to check out, and you can find anything you want about like the origins and stuff about X402, just in case you want to, right? Okay, so now that we have like that basic set, let's actually talk about implementing it. And this is me studying as well, like teaching myself, really, not you. You can pay attention to it, or you can study along with me. And I've found that if you go to x402.org, you can see the documentation. One line of code to accept digital dollars. And when I say digital dollars, they're referring to stable coins. Stable coins are like cryptocurrencies that are the same equal amount to a US dollar. So when you hear Bitcoin, you hear one Bitcoin is worth $50,000, $100,000. Well, that is because it's not a stable coin. And the reason why it's not a stable coin is because it's volatile. It changes based on demand, request, supply, markets, forces, and stuff. But for stable coins, they are tied to dollars. So once you have one stable coin, you also have $1. That's what it means. So somewhere, somehow, some people have stored a large amount of dollar in the bank, and then they created an equal amount of stablecoin to match that. So they've kept $10 in the bank, for example, and then they printed 10 stablecoins. So every time you move a dollar, it's stored somewhere. So you're actually moving, somehow thinking you're moving an actual money in real life because it's tied to it. So the equal amount of stablecoins in existence is equal to the amount of in reserve. And this is market economics. I'm not going to go into that, but you need to have money to do something like that, though. So, anyways, back to what we're saying. So, if you had payment request, you're going to get x402 payment required, and then you can know that you want to pay, and then you can use crypto payments to fix that. So, why crypto? Why that's an interesting fact. Why crypto? Why now? Why are we talking about crypto? Like, I see we're talking about, but because crypto actually makes it very easy. Like anybody across the world can make payments without worrying about signing up. Their compliance, all the stuff. When it comes to crypto, all of that just vanishes. I can send money to anybody anywhere in the world without wondering how they will get it or not. I just need an address to send it to you, and they can create an address just like that. Right? So that's why crypto is beautiful, and I really, 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 really would never leave this industry. Right? It's the most impressive turnaround to the innovations that was in existence, and is a challenger to everything that has been in existence. So, that being said, let's talk about how you can. So you can go ahead and just go into the rabbit hole of this stuff. I won't do that. What I would do instead is, turns out that Quick Note has written a very impressive article about this, and I'm going to follow this. We're going to follow this project to like our study. And then from this, I can like see how somebody else thinks about this. And I can come up with another tutorial myself. So, and it's written by Ferrat Kochen. Beautiful guy. Interesting. Anyways, let's get started with it. I know this is tiny, so I'm going to like blow this up. And we can start. So x402 is an open protocol for internet native payments that leverages the HTTP 402 payment require status. So if I'm just going to open by the side, you can see this is actually a web status. Is a response code that I did not know until recently. So not new stuff. So what we're going to do today is you use x402 as a seller and buyer on base Sepolia testnet and build a simple HTML JS web app using Express as the backend to protect content behind a paywall and allow users to pay using cryptocurrency on the testnet. So this is important. So we're going to use x402 as a seller and buyer on base Sepolia testnets, which is like Ethereum, but not the main Ethereum, the one we can play with. And we're going to build a simple HTML page. I'm going to vibe code all of that, and then we're going to use Express as the backend. So Express is a framework for building APIs and web services on the backend. And we're going to protect the content behind the paywall, right? Using the x402 protocol to facilitate that conversation of, oh, you need to pay for this, and this is how you can pay, this is how much it's worth, and then you can make a payment. All right, so that's being said, we need to get right into it. So what we will do, we'll learn about x402, how it works, set up a web browser, web app with an Express server, and integrate this and use basic player to test web app in a local environment. So you can go ahead and read all this. Honestly, I don't want to get into all that. I just want to get started with the tutorial, right? I have gone through it myself up to this point. But it's more than I will look at this part. So what's the payment flow for x402? So the protocol leverages ERC 3009 standard to enable gasless transfer, and it's a key component for fictionalized Web3 monetization. So the thing about Web3 is when you're making a transfer or you're sending or you're doing something on the web, you need to sign the transaction. You need to authorize it, right? So, but this standard is saying that You might not need to do that. You can do that ahead. You can delegate that, and that's just a way to do that and make it frictionless, right? And then we're going to look at the flow. So what's the ideal flow we're going to build at? So the client will request a resource from the server. The server will respond with the 402 payment required and then an instruction to pay, which comes in something like this. This is the amount to pay. This is what you're trying to access. A little description of what just happened. You need to pay. Access requires payment. And then you're going to say, oh, pay this to this guy. And this is the asset to pay. So this is going to be like the contract address for that token, right? Which is USDC. And I think this is the USDC. This is USDC on Ethereum mainnet. So you can see it on Ethereum mainnet. This is USDC. We are going to be dealing with Sepolia. So there's going to be Sepolia or Ethereum testnet or Ethereum Sepolia. When we get to that bridge, we'll cross it. So you as the client that you as the buyer and client. So the client are the buyer. You prepare your payment based on the requirements. You've gotten this, what it requires. And then you're going to retry this time with the X payment header containing payload that has been signed, right? Then the server verifies payments using a facilitator. You don't have to do any of the blockchain stuff. A facilitator, which in this instance, Coinbase might be the guy. And then the server settles payment on the blockchain. Okay, it works. Everything's good. And then delivers the resource to you, right? So that's just like the stuff. So I have to actually get some testnet tokens to actually make this work. And I have gone to do that. So you can just use the Circle USDC. Sorry about that. Testnet was set to get some test tokens. Let me see if I'm still live. I just need to double check something sometimes. And then okay, I am live still. X is still booming. Everything looks great. Cool. Let's close this then. So to interact with base Sepolia, you need an API endpoint to communicate with the network. You're welcome to use public nodes or deploy and manage your own infrastructure. I'm going to use public nodes, and I think I know to get that. However, if you like faster response times, I don't care about that right now. You can leave the heavy lifting to us and instead of an account on quick node. I don't need fast response time. I just need something to test this demo quickly, right? So I'm just going to leave all that part of getting an RPC node from quick node alone. I'm just going to using a public node. So the project setup is going to be like this. We're going to have a front end that allows users to connect their wallet, sign a message that will be verified, that will be used to verify the payment, and then the server will then authenticate the 402 status code and respond with the paywall API request to web page. So let's get started. Oh, so I think they have like a startup template for us to work with. I'm just going to check that out. Okay. Install dependencies, then navigate inside the project folder and install dependencies. Coinbase 402. Okay, so they have like this big park of examples that you can use, right? You would not get everything. I don't think I need everything. I just need sampled apps, right? And then this one, Coinbase 402. Okay, so this is one I need, right? I can just download this one, right? Download directory. Okay, so I think they've done like a lot of the heavy lifting, really. Honestly, they've done a lot of the heavy lifting. They've written the everything. So I'm gonna download this directory. Well, the way I do that is I have an extension that actually does that for me. What you might want to do is actually follow this guide itself, right? But I don't want to have everything in my. I'm dealing with storage. I'm battling with storage problems, so I would appreciate if I don't have to clutter my PC with all of the other stuff. So I'm just going to download right now. X402 YouTube. I'm gonna unzip that, and then move that to my developer environment. Then the next thing is to do what? Is to open it up right in Cursor. X4. Okay, good. I just did that. So I just opened it up in Cursor and I have it right here, right? This is Cursor. But I don't need it for now, so I'm just gonna keep it away. Just gonna keep it away. Once I need it, I'm gonna put it up. Okay. So once we have that, we have everything good. So I just saved myself like cloning and stuff. I just downloaded that part of the repo alone. So they say go to sample dApps. This should actually be dApps because that's what's in the repo, and go to chainbase for x402 and then run npm install and stuff, and then you need to copy the stuff. So I can actually just start following the stuff. So according to this, right, according to this, just blow this up real quick. So according to this, I should npm install right here. So I'm going to do that right now. So I'm going to do npm install right inside a folder, and that should install all our packages and dependencies for us to use. And then they say we need to give some good input to this. Wallet address for receiving payments, environment development, server port 4021. Okay, so let's just continue with that. So copy the one they provided into the env file. So I'm gonna do that. Paste that. So that should give me this to work with. So this is like the template, and this other one I can work with. Cool. So the next thing is to add the appropriate stuff here. So I'm going to do that behind the scenes and never open. Input wallet address. So the wallet address to receive the payment. Actually, I can show you guys that. That's not a problem. Right, I'm just gonna copy this. LabX2. And I'm gonna paste it right here. Right. That works. And save it. Boom. Problem solved. Okay, so let's proceed with the other part of the tutorial. So server setup. We'll be using Express to create a simple server that will handle the payment and the API request. So I need to open the API index.js file, and let's look at the logic of the file. So I think that project actually just like does everything. I just need to, I don't think we're building, so I'm going to build that all again from scratch. But right now we can just look at the flow. So there are a lot of airport packages that I think Coinbase have released. I think they're the one that's majorly proposed the stuff initially. So of course we're getting Express because we're dealing with Express framework, and also we're getting the payment middleware for Express. There's also the Ono. There's also the like x402 Ono as well. And if you don't know what middleware are, middleware is like a function or something you want to happen before something else happens. So let's say you want to tell a server to give you the names of all the presidents in the world. So you send a request to a server and say, yo, give me the name of presidents in the world. But you want to actually check something before you complete that. So anybody that makes the request, you want to do something before that happens. So that thing you want to do before the other stuff, you can put it inside a middleware, or it's a middleware if you finally get to do it. So let's say, for example, you want to check if the person making the request is asking for the server for stuff, if their name starts with Joshua, right? So you check that in the middle, and then if you actually does, you can either continue with the request or maybe use that thing for the next thing or whatever. Anyhow you want to do it. So that's what payment middlewares are. But and then we are getting log, which is I think a custom log module utility stuff, and then video access handler.js. Of course, this is the part that actually fulfills the request. So let's continue. Okay, so base Sepolia testnet. All right, so we're dealing with base Sepolia. Cool. I probably need to get testnet tokens again because I got testnet for each Sepolia. So use base Sepolia testnet for development. Cool. So const network is equals to base Sepolia. Then we're going to attach our facilitator to this. It's an object that speaks to x.com. This let me see what this goes to actually. A get request might fail. I think it's most likely a post request that stuff expect. Anyways, let's just move on. So we want to serve static files from the directory, right? This is the main part of our like stuff, right? So this is express stuff. This is saying anytime somebody makes a request, try to find it from the current working directory and then inside public. So this is a way of saying just have access to whatever is inside my public folder. This means look at where we are right now, and then from where we are right now, go inside public and look at that. So that's what this means. And then express.json is saying this is for body request, making sure that the response objects and the body are it's well formatted. It's like formatting the body of what it looks like. And this is the part where we use the payment middleware, right? You can see that we are using payment middleware right here. So app.use, right? This is just trying to do everything in one place. If you're trying to have like several endpoints, you might want to have this in a different style, but of course all we want to achieve here is just to use this middleware so we can continue with it. So app.use payments middleware, which is what we imported from the LPAR module, right? LPAR package from x402 express, and then we're getting the address that's going to receive the money, like whatever payment the person that wants the service needs. Once they pay, this is the wallet address that will get the funds. So it's very important that you get this correctly, and this is private to secret. Nobody else can change this, just and then you're going to signify the endpoints that you want to protect, because this is, I guess this is like a place where you kind of load up all the endpoints you want to protect. But it seems like this is an object of a record of records. So like an object that contains other objects, and then you can like keep piping this down here, right? So get, when you make a get request to this guy, it's going to cost this amount, and it's going to be on this network. And for the network we specified base Sepolia, right? And it's cheaper to do stuff on base Sepolia. And it was okay, well, all testnets are cheap, right? Because like, for example, it's not really congested. But if you're doing things on mainnet, it might take a bit of time, especially if you're doing it on Ethereum, right? So that is that, and then you want to pass the facilitator object that does that. And then the login thing is just whenever anything happens, just log it. So I'm not gonna focus on this because it's like just for us to see what was happening in the process. I'm gonna skip that. Now this is the endpoint that we want to protect, right? We're saying protect anytime someone makes a get request to authenticate, charge them this, right? So this is actually now their request, right? We've given the middleware. So it's now saying like this is the actual response, and it should log payment successful. When the only time you can access this is actually when you've successfully made a payment. So this is just accounting for what happens when the user has actually done the right thing. So it's going to redirect to /video content, and it's also going to ensure that payment is successful and print all of that, right? And now this is the video content endpoint, which is using the handler from this guy right here. We imported all of this. Now let's serve the home page. This is going to make the if you go to, okay, this just means that if you go to the route, we're going to send the index.html file to the user. Cool. And it's very important that we did this here. If not, that wouldn't work, right? This wouldn't work if we did not ensure that we made it, we did all of that. And if there's an issue, error 404, we should print this. This is like a catch-all, right? If the response of the status like is error 404, do this, and then we start the server. All right, so that's all about the backend. Let's see what the front end looks like. And everything I just said here is actually what is happening in the code. I think I'm just going to open API index.js, and you can see right here that this was exactly what's happening, right? That's exactly what is right here. Now is the front end part that they're using the Express. They're not doing Next.js and then they are doing everything right. Like it's an Express framework, so they're actually sending this. So this is like the front end as well, all on the back end. So this is usually like the way most web apps were built previously. You kind of handle everything with in the back end. So the back end is the one sending the front end. The back end is the one sending. But right now, most people, it's splitted where you are deploying the front end project to somewhere else, and let's just go on with what's going on right here. So for the front end, I'm probably gonna do mine in Next.js or React or something, and it's gonna be separate, right? Just to make it more today, just to make it more modern and more real life. That most people will not do this. Most people will not do this right now, right? So I think that's one of the things I'm gonna change. So index.html contains our home page, authenticates contains this, and then the video content, the page serving the paywall video content. So you can only access this guy once you've gone through this guy. So authenticate is one that's going to show you that you need to pay, and then this is where you're also going to get to pay. And then once you are done, it's going to redirect you to this place. Good. So it's like a card, right? The HTML above is the home page of the app. Okay, authenticate, all of that. So that's like the front end, right? A couple of path functions. Let me see. Handlers, utils, log. Okay, so the handler is there. Cool. So basically, that repo we downloaded actually contains everything. I thought this was gonna be like a starter project repo, but it actually has everything. So a good one. So let's test it. We're going to run npm run dev with our backend and front end, and then we can start testing now. So I'm gonna just, after I've done npm install and everything is working right now, it can take more time to look at it. But if you remember that everything seems to be good, you make a request to the authenticated endpoint. You can't get access to this until you pay, because we already set up like a middleware. And I said that the middleware is something that happens before something else happens. So you have like, let's say this is 3 things that are going on. So the user, you, right? So this is you, and this is what you want, right? This is what you want. So you want to access gold, right? So when you say give me gold, when you say give me gold to the server, it does something first, right? It does something first, and then if that thing is actually what ensures that you get the goal, like maybe check something, confirm something. If it gets it and you are satisfied and you are authorized, it can get you gold and bring gold back to you, right? If not, if none of those requests are met, it sends it back to you and say, you can access gold. So this part is the middleware, right? This is the middleware. And this is like, this could be to do a combo of things. A lot of times middleware is used to check whether you're authorized to check it. So like, oh, I want gold. Stop there. Are you permitted to see gold? And if you're not, you get sent back the request. So it's like a very down dirty version of what we just want me to do, where it's just to make sure that we're on the same page. So now let's run the project, right? We've gotten everything. I think everything is right here. There's not really nothing to write. This is the page that shows like the home page, 30k pages. When you are paying payment in progress, when you see this, okay, I get it. All right. This is all like utility functions, to copy buttons, initialize collapsibles. Let's just go on, man, because if not, we're just gonna be looking at utility functions all day. So we're gonna do npm run dev, and that is, oh no, cancel, bro, cancel. Dev. So there is no demand and it's available on HTTP 4021. So I'm gonna go right there. Oh yes, we're going to see this, right? So we're going to see this, and then we have to pay because you know, remember what we said, we need to pay to access that stuff, right? Where's that again? Houseman tabs open. We need to pay. I'm just gonna go back to the flow. Right, so I want to request a server respond with 402 that we need to pay. So let me just demonstrate this quickly. I don't need to be here. Oh yes, so if you can see this request header, right, it's logging, it's a meta log function, it's unlocking all of this. I think the best way to show you actually is to go back here and open this stuff. Network. Okay, good. I should be able to find it here, right? Network. Just wait. I'll do it to see the request header. Okay, so just let me confirm something. So when we go to the home routes, right, it's gonna send us the initial page, right? And this is what we're seeing here. So this is just like a basic request header. There's nothing special about this particular one, right? Right, this is what we're seeing right here. Request headers, keep alive. Nothing special about those ones, right? Now the truth is, now when we go to, let's go to something like /authenticate, like that's the one we saw that was put there. So I'll go to /authenticate, and just to confirm, if I click on this tool, if you can look at the bottom part of the screen, right, you'll see that it's going to take us to /authenticate. So I'm going to just for transparency, just gonna click this here, and that fails, right, because it's telling us that status code, just blow this up a bit, status code 402 payment required, right? Remember the status code for this one is 200. Okay, this one is status code 402 payment required, right? You can see this right here, right? Payment required. So this is what x402 protocol means. It means like the standard of like receiving payment. So now we need to actually complete this payment, and it has provided us a way to do that. If you see the UI public certificates it as let's see that again. Payment required to access this content, please pay. And let me see. What I'm interested about is how is it rendering that stuff. Oh, I think that is coming from Express. That's what the middleware is. That is what the middleware provides. It provides that UI for that stuff, right? Because I'm wondering where exactly in our code did we write this. And I'm gonna prove that to you right now. So this is like the payment requirement, right? And this UI is coming from the UI, the parts in our projects, the middleware that we used, right? They are rendering the screen and everything, so they're sending it back to us. So let's look at the request header. You can see that the request requirements. So this is the assets. What's this asset, right? You can check that. Coin market cap. Or let's just go to Etherscan. Right. I can check what the asset is. So the asset is going to tell you what token they're trying to trade, and most likely it's going to be USDC, right? That's going to be 36 hours ago. I think I need to switch the chain. Oh, this is somebody's address. Base Apolia. I need to find the base Apolia. Okay, let's see this chainlist.org. No. Oh, not this place. I'm not coming here. Base Apolia Explorer. Okay. Okay, so I can paste this, and that should show me USDC. So it's a USDC, right? Can you see? It's USDC. All right, that is the asset we're trying to. So it's requesting payment. It's on base Apolia, right? Base Apolia is requesting payment, and it's the asset is USDC, and you can check here. So the name is USDC version 2, whatever that is. There's no description, and they're requesting 0.1. But if you're dealing with a blockchain, we don't write 0. It comes in multiples instead. So I think you multiply by 1,000 or 10,000, 10 by 18. I'm not sure, but you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you look at 0.1, right? If you look at 0.1, so if you look at 0.1, 0.1 times 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, that's 4, 5, 6. That should give you that. So multiply by 6. And you get that. So, and then timeout is 60 seconds. So it's probably not gonna fail again. I'm just gonna refresh this before I do that. And then I want to pay to input wallet address here. So that means it's not picking up our wallet address, and we need to fix that. And then the resource is this resource, like what we're trying to get. In this case, exact, and this is coming from the middleware, right? So once again, I'm gonna just ensure that I think I changed the wrong one, so I'm gonna just copy this right here and go fix it in the env file. So it's not seeing it's in the env file, so I just need to fix that. And that's once I do that, can just change something in our project and that should pick it up. Okay, and that's fixed it. So now I'm gonna refresh this and we should have the correct address. So I'm going to be the one receiving the money, right? So whoever is requesting this now will need to pay me this amount of money to access that stuff, and they're going to see a UI like this, right? Or they don't need to see the UI, they'll get this exact scheme and they can process that they want. So I'm gonna connect my wallet right now, right? And it's trying to access my phantom wallet or wallet, whatever this is, but that is not the wallet I want to use. Just refresh that again, right? I'm not sure I have like connecting wallet. Let me fix that. So I'm going to go to my extensions, right? Why my list of extensions? I know I used to have like a lot. Oh, I'm just gonna scroll. Yeah, so it's trying to use Spiral Wallet. I don't want to use that. But let me just open it. Yeah, I don't think I have anything here, but I can fix that. It's on connect to Spiral Wallet only if you trust the app owner. Okay. Confirm. I'm trying to connect. Okay, so let's actually get some tokens on this for basic polio. So I'm gonna try to wallet settings, network, testnet. Okay. We can see testnets. But what testnet is it? Let's try to connect wallet again. These are rejected error, so I'm going to refresh again. Connect wallet this time. User rejected request error. User rejected a request. Oh my god. Just that once, man. Don't do like this to me. Oh my god. Okay, so that was a reject request error. Just gonna refresh again, and this time try to clear the cookie and then see if that will work. It most likely will fail again. Yeah. No, I don't know how to fix this. But everything up to this point works. So how do I fix this? User rejected the request details. Method wallet underscore add Ethereum chain is not supported version. I think because I rejected it once. Are you gonna punish me for life for that? Let me see if this guy actually remembers rejections. Secure login network, token sales, permissions. Yep. So I guess I need to go. So let's try it again. You see, I did not reject it, so I think that was wrong. So I'm gonna connect with it. It's failing again. Let's try one more time. But why is it not trying to use my other wallet? Why is it trying to use this one? Remove permission. Why is it trying to use this one? I don't think I have Let me just get some base Apolia tokens right here. And I'm going to get it in that wallet because it seems that's the one it's saying, right? It seems that's the one it's saying. Okay. So I'm going to just give me a second. Okay. I just need to attend to some stuff right now. All right, let's continue. Okay. Back to back. What are you saying? I do. It's gonna reload this page. So I don't know why that stuff is trying to use superhero wallet. I don't ordinarily use this stuff, right? Superhero wallet. I don't even know what it is, man. Let's just so we can give it some Ethereum, right? We'll go to extensions. And I'm yawning, bro. I'm yawning. So I can copy the address for this guy and paste this. Send this to Maya. Can get my tokens. I don't know. I always try to get both of them at the same time. I don't know. Not that I need USC, but it just happens to. Okay, so now I can I wallet and yeah. This guy would like to connect to your wallet and receive permission to view your address. Confirm. Still, it fails. Still fails, man. I think because I'm not using MetaMask. So what I'm going to do is I actually do need to. I'm going to temporarily disable this guy, right? I'm going to temporarily disable this guy. Going to temporarily disable you, right? So that we can have MetaMask pop up, right? Let me first reload again. I will. Yay! So why is he using Phantom? See, now it's using Phantom. Why? Use MetaMask, bro. Nice, beautiful. Okay. Connect. You see, MetaMask works. So I need to use MetaMask, not whatever that's other thing was. Superhero wallet. My foot, man. Okay, so now this is working. I think I have some basic poly, but just to be safe, I'm just gonna switch this guy to. Oh, basic poly. I thought it was something else. All right, so I want to pay. Well, I don't think I have it. I'm just gonna request for stuff to paste basic polio. Please give me some. Good. And like I said, I like to request for these guys where right, and boom. Okay, I don't think I need this. You can drop comment in the chat. I should be able to see it. I should be able to see it in my stuff. So if you drop it, I should say it. Oh, this is one of my best songs, guys. Okay, so now I can pay. So this costs 0.1 USDC. So if I pay now, it's gonna check my balance, create a payment signature, and I can confirm that. And if everything works out, I will get redirected to the right page. So requesting content with the payment. Yeah. If you see that, we have like authenticate right here. Right? It's going to, why is it taking time? I'm triggering it one more time just to make sure I get. So is it sending a request here? Sorry, this all looks mumble jumbled, right? It's, don't worry about it. Just gonna close that a bit. Authenticate. Your payment has been processed. Please do not close this window. You'll be directed to the video content. In the index, in the module, we can see the payment field, payment required. Okay. Pay now. Let's see. Payment signature. That one field, I'm going to confirm again. And let's wait once again to see if this will work. Requesting content with payment. Right. Just make sure that everything is working on my side. This sure is taking time. The payment failed again. Okay. Now this actually calls for inspection. What could actually be going wrong? Maybe because I don't have enough. I don't have that crypto in my wallet. Just let me confirm if I got it. Basic earlier. I should be able to import. Where's the? Just gonna close the extension again. Let me test this. This is on Etherscan. I'm in Gamma tokens, basic polio. And it should fail because I just collected from it. So well, let's check basic polio. Base can. Let me see if I actually have base to pay because that's like my first thought. Okay, so I have base though. I have token. I have some tokens from this guy. Let me see that transaction. Interacted with. So this is the contract address. Just gonna place that in my stuff. So import tokens. import. Okay, so that's not important. This was the bug I faced earlier. Import, not important, but we can confirm it's there. So I can see I have like an USDC right there. So that's good. Yeah, so I have 10 USDC. So I can confirm it's not as if I have slow. No. So what could be the reason why this is failing? Okay, one more time. Maybe the 10th time is the champ. Use MetaMask. Cool. Permissions. Use your input record. Okay. Step foliar. Oh, I don't have base step foliar right here, bro. That's the tricky thing, right? I don't have base step foliar. I don't have base step foliar. I don't have base step foliar. Network. Or do I? I do. Base Sepolier. Base Sepolier. It's there. It's there. That this is the base Sepolier. So FI NFTs network. Okay. Base Sepolier the block scout. Let me see. EV tracks. Clicking transfers. That should be 10 as well. Good. Value 10. So it's working. It's there. So why am I not seeing it? So what's the major problem? Why am I not seeing this show up? Yeah. Fresh once again. Connect wallet and see if we can spin that upward. Right. Connect this. Use MetaMask. Now I can connect this. Okay. Proceed with payment. Pay now. Creating payment signature. Everything works until this point, and then it fails. Confirm. Requesting content with payment. And then at this point, everything just kind of goes down. Ew. Sad. Say one more time if that's gonna happen. Maximum amount required. I think it's gonna fail again. Let me see. Are we making a request authenticate? Okay. Okay, now see, sending back the request with this thing. See, it's sending the experiment error with this. So this is what's gonna be seen by the middleware, and then it's going to like, oh, this is payment. Has he paid? Has he not paid? You know. Yeah. The first one failed. So what's the error? So I see an error timed out, error connect, timed out error. So there's something about timing out. Let's see again. Oh, I think it's because I turned on my VPN. It's not able to access the X facilitator to verify. So I just turn my VPN again. It needs to access the facilitator guy, and it's not able to access that. So that was why failing. Like, remember when I tried to access it, it was failing. So let's just do it one more time. and I believe this time is going to go through. I believe it's going to go through. So I'm going to confirm that and request a contact with payment. And because my VPN is on, we should get a successful response. Like I said, it's trying to access a loop. Payment failed. Ooh, that was sad. You know what? We're gonna refresh everything again, and then we're gonna like clear the stuff, clear it up, clear everything up, clear everything up. I don't need to see everything, just clear it up, clear everything up, clear everything up. Good. Now, is this loading? Just wait for it to load finish. Once it's completed, we can get into it. Okay. It's taking its time. Let's just connect and see. I'm gonna use MetaMask again, and now I can connect my wallet. Okay, so I can pay now. Confirm. Now it's going to send this stuff over again, right? And it's trying to access the facilitator site. So it's sending with the X. So you see, this is what is different from the last request to this. It's making a request with this, right? Requesting content with payment. For some reason, it's not accessing the site. I don't know why. X402. Let me see if that works. Okay. One more time we get an error response, timeout stuff. I'm getting a timeout error. Oh my god, the camera is not charging. Camera is not charging, bro. Not a good sign. Okay. That should fix it. Okay, back to the problem. Okay, so I'm gonna take all of this and I'm going to do one thing with it. I'm going to like give it a cloud, right? And I know that that message doesn't have like anything. Oh, I have a message. I have someone looking at my stream. Oh my god, we have one person looking at the stream. Oh, what are you saying? It looks like it could be a problem with the facilitator. Yes, that's exactly what I am trying to say. Like, it seems the facilitator is the problem right here. Yeah, payer. Yes, good debugging. You caught that, and I think that's what I'm suspecting as well, because everything seems to be working like it should. This is the only thing that seems to be out of like. I'm just gonna try to see if I can eat that on my own. It's most likely expecting a post request, so I don't expect this to go anywhere. Oh, it's going. Okay. Post to verify x402 payments. Oh, so it's going. Oh. You know what? In fact, let me go to the docs and see if there's anything I can see there. Redux. Facilitator. I don't know. You know what? I'm just gonna feed that to Claude and say, you know what, debug the stuff, just to see what. Get what? Be wrong. Maybe issue. Just just for the sake of that. I think you responded again. Let me just check that real quick. Try this facilitator URL and we can confirm. Okay. This is risky though, but I mean, first of all, I think I just need to check what is going on right here. So let me just see what is Pay AI first, and then I can Pay AI the network. What is payai.network? I am guessing it's something to pay AI. Oh, Solana's first multi-network x402 facilitator. Literally something built for my bug. Nice front end though. It makes me excited. Try x402 payment against the live merchant today. Get 100% of your payment refunded. Get 100% of your payment refunded. I don't understand what that means. On mainnet. So if I buy something on mainnet, you guys are gonna refund my money. If you will, please let me do that. Bryce friend, let me see. I think he responded again. I probably should just pop out this chat somewhere so I can keep track of it. Yes, I just did that. And now I can see your chat every time. I can't respond, but oh yes, I need to confirm, because we're dealing with crypto. This ecosystem is trust but verify. Just to try it, 0.01. Okay. All right, let me just try it one more time. I'm going to go into the code and try to change the facilitator URL. What can go wrong? What can go wrong? Please don't drain my wallet, please. Well, I won't take a risk today. Let me see. So I'm gonna change the facilitator right here. This is the old one. Again, it'll like gonna change this guy, right? And I'm going to use yours. Yeah, I think this should be the point where I change it. All right, and yeah, that should be it. I think we've restarted the server. Let me do it one more time just to be sure. Okay, good. So everything works as it should. Now, if I try to access the authenticate route, I should get the stuff. Oh my god, this stuff has happened again. My sidebars are not collapsing. I hate when Arc does this stuff. My sidebars are not collapsing. Anyway, let's go on. All right, so I'm gonna clear all this so I can track that. And we can see from the console again that everything is as it should be, which you guys see on the right assets. Okay, good. Now let's connect the wallet. Use MetaMask. And Everything should be as it is. And we're gonna connect again. Now we're gonna try to pay. So the good way to do that is I'm gonna open network, clear everything again just to make sure. You can pay now. It's gonna try to get me to sign a payment signature. I'm going to confirm that. Payment failed. I guess it's probably facilitator then. So what could be going on? Let me try to turn off the VPN for this then. I'll try it again. Confirm. It's failing, like it's just failing. Pay. What do you think is? I'm lost. I don't know what to test again. And I see that it's actually using. Oh. Okay. Nah. I think I know. I should not add that last stuff here under this. Let's try it again. So I think I saw. If you did you see that? So you see that it is trying to. It's adding this stuff right here. It's the URL is malformed, right? This is only acceptable right here, but right here it should be just one. So let's try it again. I'm gonna try to clear this up again. And I'm gonna connect my wallet. And I'm going to use MetaMask. And I'm gonna connect it again. Please work. Please work. This time, please work. I want you to work this time. So, moment of truth. Pay now. Payment signature. Confirm and yes. Yes. It worked. Woo. Oh my god. Damn. It worked. So pay AI, whoever you are. Great job. Great job. So what could be wrong with the facilitator on the other end? What could be the issue? Yeah, congrats to you and I, because you gave me the solution and I stopped fumbling myself over and over again. So now I have successfully paid this, and then we made the request and everything works, right? And we got the screen back. The truth is, if I could you be able to copy the eConnect timeout error from before so I can forward to Coinbase Team? Yes, I can definitely do that. I think I have that form. I have that here, right? You mean this, right? This one? Yeah. Are you referring to this one right here? I can send you a DM with this on Twitter if I just put in a Google GitHub gist and send. Yeah, GitHub gist is probably best. Okay, good. I'm just gonna pop this in a GitHub gist right now and share with you. Oh, you see, that's the issue. So the connection timeout, the code is attempting to post to this, and oh, just the top part to the IP address. Oh yeah, okay. This, I guess, down to this is good. I think this is more personal. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna just like freeze this in a gist and show you the link. Gist description. I'm gonna call this the x402. Timeout error. I'm gonna paste this right here and file name including timeout record. MD, I'm gonna call this timeout. Give me a very short description I can use to describe this for the team. I'm sending this code to them. Searchable. Okay, good. Just gonna send this here. Searchable, good. I'm gonna preview this. Oh my god, this looks terrible. Yeah, this is probably Jason. I should probably do it like this. Okay. This looks way better. And I should probably wait, I can edit it. Oh my god, you can edit just sad. Oh, anyways, I'm going to send this to you right now. Oh, I can edit this. Glory. Just gonna take this out. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, now I can copy. I'm good. Yeah. Okay, now I can share this. I'm just gonna copy them based on YouTube and on Twitter. All right, so that should do it. So let me know if you have that and if that is sufficient. Okay. Yeah. So PI, that was really a good save. Thank you for coming to save me. Thank you for coming to save me. God knows I wouldn't have been able to fix this if I had not gotten an alternative. I'd probably be stuck right there. All right, so if you are watching this, so I had to eventually switch out the facilitator URL for another one, and I used the one provided by PayAI and these guys. So they're building something. They're building the x402 facilitator for. We're just gonna check their documentation and process x402 payment across LANer and EVM networks with one drop-in endpoint. No API keys, no blocking key, just plug and play. Cool. I would need to look deeper into closer facilitator shit. That part is still very unclear to me, but now I understand the x402 stuff from a builder's perspective. No, I told you, like, I wrote this explainer, guys. If you want to check it out, explaining the x402, this is my blog. I share it on Twitter as well, right? But now we looked at it from a builder's perspective and we actually see it in action. So I had to pay to get this. So now what you can do is, if we actually check my balance of this on the base Apolia, crazy enough, I just closed that tab, right? If we check this and I go back to in fact, I'll just pop in my address and see. We should see a debit. We should see like a transfer out. Yeah, so you can see previously I have $10, which is what I received, and now I had to send from this guy to this guy, and this guy actually is my previous wallet. Like, it's this wallet, right? So I actually had to pay to receive this. So if I can check this guy now, If I check this guy right now, I'm just gonna open this in the split screen. Right. So if I open this in the split screen, now we can just pop this into this place. You would see that I just got additional 0.1 added to my, right, I just received the 0.1 right here, right? And I got this from who? Let's check it. Oh no, that was the wrong thing to click. Click in transfers, not transactions. Client balance history, transactions, token transfers. Okay, sorry, saved it from this guy 817F, and if you check my address is 0.75. So I sent it from this guy to this guy. So, and all of that was facilitated by the x402 protocol, right? I'm just gonna close all this stuff. Don't need them again. So this is the one that failed, I guess. Yeah, Pay AI really came to save us today. So great one, guys. Yeah. Okay, so that is that is how to, that is what that is a very simple quick overlook at using the using what's it called, the x402 to facilitate payment. So right now what we did was the delegated approach, right? There are two flows. There's the one where I have to be the one that clicks the stuff, and there is the flow where you delegate the stuff to the agent, and the agent can go on it, and click stuff. So what I can do right now is I can do something. What would that be? I'm trying to find a way to just make it automatic. So once it requests for stuff, automatically the payments can happen and we don't have to worry about that. The friction I see right now, actually, if I talk about that, is just wait. I think I need to fix something. My sound is messed up. Okay, are we back? Okay. Sounds really bad what I'm hearing. Okay. If you want more details, you can check out the docs, but at least we're able to play around with this. If I do this again, I think it should work without stress right now. Connect and pay now. Boom. As I sign this, super fast. Check. Boom. Everything just works as it should. Right. So the facilitator was actually the main issue, and we just fixed that. I return to our page again, and we can do all of this flow 100 times, and we're just gonna get good results. See, the second thing 15 seconds ago, the one I just did came in. Boom. So that's how you can do. That's how the x402 protocol works. This is the official doc page. You can check out for more stuff. It looks vibe coded, and the truth is, I think it actually is vibe coded. It looks super vibe coded, this page, but we don't care. Do we? No, we don't. This is an article I was reading before I started live stream. So okay, all right. So I'm almost at the end of the live stream right now. I think I was able to accomplish what I set out to do. Oh yeah, the friction right now, I think is, if this requires that everybody starts to deal with crypto, right? If you're saying for me to access something, I have to pay crypto, a lot of of the internet guys right now, internet native people are. So yeah, I'm just trying to see if I can make some like infographics from this, because like that's what I think about it. So we have people right here, like the entire internet. Where's text? This is everybody. Internet folks. Internet folks. These are spelling tags, right? We have the internet folks is everybody, right? And then you have like a population of like people that actually use crypto, that care about MetaMask and like wallet address. Let's just put them right here, right? Let's just put them right here, right? People will care. Who knows what? Who knows what MetaMask is, right? It's just like this subset of like this larger percentage of people. And you know, when we're dealing with like most of this stuff behind the scenes, nobody really cares about any of that. Like, it just works. I click something, I get what I need. Oh, I see a page, I need to actually input my wallet address and input my credit card. I can, because you know we're already used to credit card, like people can pay and all the stuff easier. But like now you're telling me I have to deal with like getting USDC, getting a wallet address, clicking something, and because the truth is, I think this stuff requires that you have some form of payment. So you see right here, and I know that there are different ways that this happen, right? I know there's the delegated part, there's the human part. I think I was reading the Coinbase x402 article. Let me just see if I can find it. So I know there's the part where you delegate to the agent, and there's the part sadly I can't see it, but I know that the article they released, right? I'll just let me make a search for it. Coinbase 402. You should see it, right? Yeah, here you go. Oh yeah, is this one? Oh, this was in May. No, not this one. Right, so like it requires that people need to start dealing with. I know we have tried. It's rapidly, the gap is rapidly getting closer, you know, but I could navigate this complexity just because I understand a lot of this stuff previously, like dealing with on-ramping USDC. And you know, it's easy to get testnet wallets, but to actually get like stuff on mainnet, that is where the actual friction is, right? It's not something that might impede the process for long, but it's definitely something that is going to be an interesting problem to solve, because right now I have to connect my wallet, I have to sign stuff. This is on the web, by the way, very easy, right? If you're dealing with this on mobile, that's a different playing field. Like dealing with crypto stuff on mobile, not everybody's going to open stuff inside MetaMask browser, right? I know there are like apps that would actually spin up your browser and then come back to the app. I know they do all that, but you know, all those things are like things I'm considering. I was like friction, like but I think it's a great way to solve to work in. It's like, imagine that it's that easy to request for payment. All of that payment flow to get paid was just this simple code, right? Like that's beautiful. Like all of that to get paid to access a resource that I own was just this was as basically this middleware, and I can get paid, right? Let's ignore the fact of the person paying me, how he's going to get access to the crypto, how he's going to have a wallet. Let's ignore all of that. Let's just focus on the fact that all it took for me to get paid and for you to be able to receive money was just that. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. I mean, this is all it took, right? Like I said, and I'm curious on thing, Pay AI, if you can help me with this. So you see this page that I see when I come here. This is handled by the middleware, right? I don't know if you used. This is handled by. I can. If I want to make changes to this, how do I do it? This UI. Okay. But where is this one coming from? How do I change this UI? Like, this is the middleware coming into play, right? But how do I make this UI not? Oh, but I can pass in custom HTML. Interesting. So yeah, I was curious about that. Anyways, like, let me see the docs, by the way. Firstly, there. Because I was interested, I was curious about how that's happening, and I just thought, okay, it's probably the middleware that's handling that. But at what point can you open up your code editor? Yes, I can. This is it. So it takes the pay to configuration for whatever. Okay, optional configuration for the payment facilitator service. This is what I see. I can even create odd. Oh, interesting. So this is what the facilitator gives me, right? I don't think I don't see anywhere to pass in the custom URL, the custom HTML. Okay, part of the routes. Okay, cool. See routes, price, network. Okay, while you're doing that, let me try to see if I can find out as well. Facilitator. I don't see it. I don't think it. Quick start for buyers, quick start for sellers. Sellers is where I want to be. Oh yes, you will pass it in the same object that has the description resource. Okay. Let me see if I can see that right here. Okay. Can you send me a link to where you saw that, or so I can just like look at that? So this is the code right here, right? So what I'm passing the description is description and resource. Yeah, this is the pay to routes. Oh, config, right? /weather/ Wildcat. Okay, yeah. Then under network. Oh, price network. Okay, price config. Okay, let me try if we can do something like that. So that would be like what would that be like description? What would that be named, by the way? That's like what I'm curious about now. Like pay to like routes. Okay, so okay, so network base. Okay, there is no, so this is a simple one, so I don't need to do custom. Oh, pay. I'm curious, pay AI, where are you getting? Can you just send me a link to where you're picking this up, like part of the docs? Routes, config, custom, paywall, HTML. Yeah, so that's the thing about this. Like I see that there are two ways to do this. This is the full configuration with specific routes. I'm using the simple one, right? So pay to routes. Okay, price network config. Okay, price network, and then I'll do config, right? Then I'm going to do inside config. I'm going to do custom paywall. Oh, and then I can pass in my stuff. Oh, nice. But that means, does that mean now I have to implement my own wallet connect and wallet stuff? Because that's what that means right now, right? It means I have to implement my own wallet connections and stuff. And also when the person pays, I need to trigger the send. Like I have to do all of that. Let me see if I can add that together. Anyways. Public. Yes, that's the tricky part. Like now I have to worry about the wallet connect. I actually like that they handled all of that for me, but like now I have to worry about like the connections and making sure the request that is made, the second request contains the appropriate headers. Alright, so I'm going to do like paywall, HTML. Let me see if I can give cursor vibe code. We're gonna vibe code this. Let me see if I can give like a guy to like give me something like this. So I'm gonna do public, right? Okay, so paywall HTML. Oh, I was thinking it's just probably gonna be a route to the. I think it was gonna just be a route to the to the page, like a route, maybe something like this, right? Or like so what would that look like? Because config event. Let me see. Where you I'm curious about where you're finding this. Okay, let me just see if I can find network. Oh yeah, this is custom HTML. Oh, custom HTML for the paywall. Oh, right here. Oh, I see now. Okay. I have to send the actual HTML code as a string. That is tricky, right? I have to have like a bunch of HTML code. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna write it inside the JavaScript. I'm gonna import it as like as a string and just place it like as like just to have everything separate. So I'm gonna do like yeah, I think that's a good feature request. Yeah, that's a good feature request. Like of course this is still evolving. I don't expect it to be like perfect right now. I mean, I asked because I was curious about how they're handling that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to like Instead of this to be paywall.html, I'm gonna do paywall.js. Right, I'm gonna do like export cons paywall, good, and I'm going to like now the question now is, how do I actually undo payments? Anyways, let me just see what this looks like first. I'm gonna import this right here. Right, so let's see what it looks like. And oh yeah, you see, that works. Now if I click pay, nothing happens. So I don't have to worry about like handling payment requests. So now the trick is, how do they actually do that? Implement your route. This is the interface for the payment middleware config. Payment middleware config. Okay. Oh, okay. I see that you just sent me something. I'm just gonna copy that. Check the URL properly. Okay. Oh man, you've been so helpful, man. Okay. Oh, this is nice. Automatic wallet connection and payment UI for x402 middleware enabled servers. Handles wallet connection, network switching, balance. Okay. So I can simply just install this and we're golden, right? So wallet connection and payment currencies supports Coinbase. So I can just install oh, sorry, I don't need to install it. That is exactly what we see. I just need to like, these are like optional stuff that I can add. Oh yeah. Let's see what they are doing with the wallet connection. Template. It's gonna be a bunch of files. Oh my god, can you see this? This is auto-generated. Oh, sorry. No, wrong file. SRC where I should be. So I think they're using the scripts to like build out the entire lump of code, and they're using like React. Oh, React. Yes, I guess they're right. So they're using React, and then they are using like a build process to like mash all of that up and spit out that code. Because my first thought was, man, how are they handling like payment wallet connections and stuff? Now it makes sense. It is. So whoever is going to do this is probably what you need to like. Yeah, so like some very defined functions to do stuff. So basically it's the React UI, but they're like building it and then using the output from the HTML lump, right? So you can see the Unchained kit provided. So essentially I could do the same thing right here and then just replace it with Third Web, right? And just replace it with Third Web, replace it with Privy, replace it with Wallet Connect or Rainbow, and just like make sure I call the right things, right? Essentially that's what's happening. Oh man, I think there's a lot of things to go into, man. I'm really excited that I have you on the call, on the chat. Really, really excited because I wouldn't get this deep, and it would probably have bored me out, like trying to figure out. Of course, I probably will still be stuck on my first problem because the timeout errors was giving me like an issue. So I'm really happy that I got you here, man. Thank you so much. Exactly, and you can build your own front end, and mostly what you need to call is create payment header. Okay, create payment header. Where did you see that? Sorry, I think the part of that docs is not yet done, right? And that would be a nice thing to have, like a so one of the major reasons why I'm doing this live stream is because I want to actually make a tutorial video for this. I have like a mini YouTube channel where I try to create DevRel stuff, DevRel developer content. So I thought to just do like a live stream about it and like learn it live, right? So that's why I'm having this call. So it's nice to see that there's so many things that actually could be simplified or like made clearer, right? So that's the right file. Paywall app.txt looks for create payment. Okay, paywall app. Oh, cool. And then I can find create payment header. Create payment or create payment header. So I think it's probably create payment that I would see here. Okay, yeah. So oh my god. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, yeah. If the status code is 402, then it tries with create payment. Yeah, I think I see it. Okay, for and do success response, and this is a lot of code, but this is like the main. This is like the main chunk, like the UI itself, and then this. Okay, so payment required, loading payment details, and then it does all that, returns the stuff once it gets it. And then the side is if the response status is 402, payment required, exact error data. Okay, catch. Okay, cool. You try with servers. Okay. Exact. Where's this exact coming from? Exact again. I want to just know what that points to. Oh, that's the scheme. Okay. The create payment. So the wallet client, which is covered coming from chain, Coinbase, whatever wallet stuff. Yeah. This wallet stuff. Okay. And then this and value payment requirements. Okay. And then it retries this stuff, but now with the appropriate response. Try header. And then if we try the response. So like this is like the major part that does a lot of the heavy lifting. Okay, this makes sense. Okay. I'm challenged. I want to actually see if I can build out my own UI right now. Should I do it? Should I do it? Should I do it? Well, I want to do it to see if I can do it in React or in Next.js. Like break out what we just did with Express and add like a. Instead of using Express, I'll just have like a React and Next.js front end for it. In fact, let me try that. Let me try it. but that might take me in a different direction, right? That might mean I have to probably write some of the other APIs. I should do it. Yeah, like I'm thinking of doing that right now. Because that, if I do that, that might mean I don't have to bundle it up, so I can have something like this properly in my front end. Yeah, that could take another yeah. And honestly, I'll tell you for a fact that I'm already drowsy right now. I'm feeling sleepy as well. It's about 4 a.m. in my region, so this is 4 a.m. and I am drowsy right now. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm completely gonna, let me see if I can use this as the task for today's live stream. So I'm gonna stream again today. I'm going to use that as like, oh yeah, I'm awake. All right, I had like a very, oh yeah, I'm trying to learn as much as possible fast. I'm dedicating some time to it. X402. I've created some explainers in the past. I think I mentioned that. So like I'm trying to see if I can make more content about it. So today's stream, next stream will be build out my own paywall. Okay, so build out my own firstly x402 paywall. So that's like my next stream. And then x402 and Next.js. Because I'm imagining that a lot of modern workflows do not involve serving static files from the backend anymore, right? Yeah. I can't remember the last time I did this, like in an actual project or actual anything, right? So I don't imagine that anybody would, but it's possible, like it works. People still do it, but like a lot of people just spin up Next.js projects nowadays on Nuxt, right? But so I'm going to try to see if I can get this working next, and also build out my own x402 paywall. So that's going to be tonight. So I will be happy to see you there. Pay AI. Sorry, oh yeah, not popular anymore. Most front ends and most projects. Oh. Okay, wait. People shift away from using this Next.js or building out their own paywall. Which part? What do you mean? Do you mean people actually don't try to create their own paywalls, or that they prefer to? Oh, I get it now. Like this is good to get you good. Yes, people don't usually use Express and static files. They prefer to use React server components, use clients and all that stuff. Yeah, I think the bundled HTML is good for demos, but eventually do what you're doing next. Yes, exactly. So for the video I'm going to create today, and the reason why I'm ending this stream right now is so I can quickly go make the video and I can get it ready so I can edit it and do that. So before my drowsiness takes a lot of my consciousness. So this is good for very great enough for demo, but for like a real production app, major stuff might not have this workflow, right? So what I'm doing next is try to see if I can have this in and what happened in real life. But I'm going to make the video like it's with what I just learned, instead of something like this. All right, so that is hopefully I get to see the pay AI, because in fact I'm going to be using this for the video. I'm going to make sure I'm going to shout out yeah, I'm going to shout out pay AI, because you guys saved my ass, man. I'll probably be frustrated and like wondering what exactly is going on. You saw how many times I toggled my VPN just to debug it, so it's good to know that I can actually use all this stuff. All right, okay, if you can tell me what time is it at your place, I would love to know what time zone you are in, so I can, you know, just try to plan this properly. If that's something that you can share, that would be nice. If not, no problem, it's fine. Doesn't matter. All right, anyways, thank you so much for the live stream. I had so much fun and I learned. You are in UTC +8. Okay, but same time tomorrow is good. So let me check what UTC +8 is. So that means right now, oh, that means, are you in Singapore? Are you attending Talking 2049? A lot of my guys are there. I could not make it. I did not plan to go early, so I just on that. But I'm guessing Singapore is Talking 24 is UTC +8 as well. UTC +8. UTC +8. That would be somewhere. Oh, Indonesia. Oh, okay. Yeah, but it's fine. Homo is just my guys are there, and no, I'm just rooting for them. Okay, so that's about 11:50. So it's like in the morning for you guys. It's like in the morning. So like this is like a proper day. For me, it's about 4 a.m. Yeah, night. Okay, so I can tell that I started like 2 hours ago, so I will know how to plan my stream, because I really love to have you on the stream, because you really helped me figure this shit out, and to be nice to have you back again. All right, so just to highlight one more time before I end, so I can have like a clip for this. Where is my theater? Okay, so for the next stream, I'm going to be building out my own x402 paywall, and I'm going to transform the projects that we have that currently is in an Express ecosystem. Oh, okay, that's good. In an Express ecosystem, I'm going to transform that into an XJS stuff. So just so you know, you might want to catch me up. And this is the x402. I just had a great time, and I played around with Pay AI Facilitator. This guy saved my butt. So in case you are running into Facilitator issues, you might want to check out Pay AI, the network, and fix your problems. Thank you so much for being part of the stream, and to my just one audience, Pay AI, see you again soon, and have a great day ahead. Good night, good morning. Yeah, good morning. It's more like good morning for you. Good morning. But have a great day. Cheers. Okay, now to stop all my streams, I'm gonna stop right here. Stop this.